the customer benefits that must be emphasized. Number one, the driver must know the availability, how many slots are available, or if there are any available slots. Number two, the driver should know the location, whether it's the ground floor, second floor, or third floor, and so on and so forth. Number three is the size of the space that the driver must have, because as you may know, cars have different sizes. So that information must be available. And lastly, there must be advanced information like 10 to 15 minutes before his arrival. That information must be available. And that is, on this model, must be available in the real world. And then we will discuss about cyber-physical. Cyber-physical, I realize it is the link from real world to cyber-physical to the virtual world. So it's actually the link. So there are several sources of information. Number one is the stored data coming from the building, which must be the number of slots available. And then information coming from the manual input, which must be coming from the driver, like what does he want. And then there must be information coming from the sensors. These sensors are the ones that you will see in the parking area with color green and green. So these sensors must be integrated to the overall system. And of course, lastly, information from web services, which is, of course, needing some kind of manpower input so that this will be updated regularly. So those are the information that should be integrated with the real world and the cyber-physical system. I would like to emphasize that the cyber-physical system is the link between the real world and the virtual world. So that's my part.
I'll focus now on the business aspects. So, as John explained, there are expectations from customer. There are cyber translation of a physical world into a virtual world, computation of data, of information that will be then re-injected in the physical world for an optimal parking experience, both in the real world, but also in the virtual tools that the customer is provided. What is expected from a business standpoint is attracting customers and having some fidelity from customers by providing them with the optimal experience in the parking discipline, and also for the operator optimizing the space of the parking, so in optimizing the return or their real estate investment. For example, optimizing the occupancy, for example, and having the ability to price the parking, to have the best return on their investment for each and every customer. I will leave the floor to the next one.
Now I go on with the 4P concept and how this concept could apply to the case of an individualized parking experience. And the 4P concept illustrates that competitive differentiation requires IP to be aligned with the value proposition and customer communications. From the first step of the 4P concept, we start with the competitive differentiation that creates a unique selling proposition for the company. From the case study with a customized choice of parking base, the parking garage operators had new business opportunities that allow for optimal skimming of end customers' willingness to pay for their services. The new features of the services are appreciated by the end customers because it also supports their personal preferences. Then the company can obtain the unique communication proposition by creating a recognizable, striking parking environment with colors, shapes, and lighting. They also emphasize the individuality, flexibility, and ease of use at all customer touch points. For example, apps or parking ticket machine. Going to the next step, this is where IP can function to protect the features that deliver the superior customer benefits and create a barrier to entry. So especially patents are used to protect technical system components, while trademark and design rights are used to protect core communication elements. When a legally protected unique selling proposition is met with the customer's willingness to pay and unique communication position, the company can achieve a premium price for their products and services. So this is the end of my part. So I can pass for the next slide.
Yes, so for task 3, it was the task to develop a brand steering wheel for the brand that should be created in the case of this parking experience. And for this purpose, one should distinguish between the resource perspective and the market perspective. I'm concentrating now on the resource perspective. And here the question was, what is the brand competence for the parking experience case? And what should be considered in the creation of brand appearance? So for the more rational parts or the brand competence, it is assumed that there is no brand heritage. And therefore, one has the chance to really establish a completely new brand in the market and associating this new brand with this new parking experience. For the rather emotional parts or the brand appearance, it's really important to establish a uniform brand appearance across all customer touch points. So really getting the full package, full load of brand to the customer by appearing in apps, in parking garage entrance, parking bay, ticket machine, social media. So as I said, full package of brand appearance, and with really clear and recognizable shapes and color language to really has there a unique appearance over all the touching points concerned with the parking experience. So for the market perspective, I give over to the next one.
It's me. Yeah. Thank you, Marlo. So basically, we look at the market perspective in this one, and for the brand benefit, what we are offering, there are twofold. It's one for the operator and one for the end user, the customer. So for the garage operators, it's attractive to the end users and it's highly profitable. And for the customers, they get a personalized, customized needs fulfilled, and they have comfort depending on the price, and it's easy and secure parking without searching for a parking lot. And the customer, it's basically a individual customer experience that is given to the customers. So, and regarding the brand tonality, meaning that what kind of impression brand gives, the brand is giving flexible, individual, exciting, and caretaking impressions to the customers.
So these are the objective to sustainable business model. Now we come to the practical part, and we do a kind of a reverse exercise. So defining what the brand promise will be with features that, for example, flexibility. It should be easy to use. It should be fairly priced, and that's secure, futuristic maybe, and that's the communication, the communication point that we want to emphasize and to be unique in order to attract customers and to keep those customers. We need proof to do that. So when the customer is in use, he needs to have the proof that this is that his expectations are met, which would be achieved by the overall impression he has by the optics, acoustics, maybe odor, and also features that the parking experience offers. That can be done, for example, with technical means, improving the navigation where you're in the car, where you're out of the car. So the pedestrian navigation, having the parking space selection. Do I want it big or not? Helping, as I said, in the car navigation, giving procedures to park that can be done with typically with apps, but we can also think of other hardware features. Okay, and as to the designs, things that are less technical, the user interface for guidance, having the right icons, the right a good and unique garage interior design. Also, we can think of features within the garage, like banners, welcome, or guidance. Your parking spot is on the left. The lighting, music, orders can be selected to provide a unique experience and prove that this is achieved.
So I talk about customized parking experience. This comprises first a connection to your personal car navigation system. Second, cooperative models such as car sharing, selling cigarettes, pretzels, and Weißwurst. Third, mobile payment via smartphone is possible. Fourth, electric loading points are available. Fifth, external traffic information for planning is available. Sixth, platforms presenting different garage operators are available via internet. And seventh, even video animation in the garage is, for example, on weekend Bundesliga and Champions League during the week available. Thank you.